Hello there everybody, my name is BDFOE18 and welcome back to a new video. I hope we've all had a fantastic weekend so far and a fantastic week as well. I hope you're looking after yourselves as well as that. Today's video is a bit of a sad story, it's on a bit of a somber note, so I do apologise. It's a bit of a change to what I normally do, the happy, bubbly me, but this is a serious story. It's a bit of a personal one. It's a very personal one, I should say, to me. This is the real reason I started YouTube this month, last year. In order to tell you the story, let's take a trip back to September the 1st, 2019, 4 days before it happened.
We had recently gone down the southwest coast of Wales on a family holiday to a little town called Fishguard, where we stayed at a family-run caravan site. The holiday itself was, well, it was great. There was nothing wrong. The views were lovely, the people were lovely, the roads were amazing and long. It was a fantastic place to stay. The first 4 days, September 1st through to September 4th, were awesome. We'd go to the disco hall at night, we'd go to the sea at day. It was, honestly, one of the best holidays ever. But it was the second to last day of our holiday that was, well, it kind of changed my life.
So for context, we had taken a drive down to a nearby city called St. Davids. It is the smallest city in the world with only a population of 1,600 people. The only reason it has been given the name of the city is because they have a cathedral known as St. Davids Cathedral. My mum wanted to visit there out of pure curiosity, as it's a very old cathedral and she likes places of peace and serenity, spiritual, calming places. And I agreed. I thought it'd be a lovely trip out, and my siblings agreed as well. We got to St. David's and we parked by the cathedral just down the road in a little car park. And I tell you not, it was an amazing spectacle. It is a beautiful place. Just look at St. David's Cathedral. It is a beautiful, beautiful building. It's an ancient building built many hundreds of years ago. And we got to visit the inside as well. As you'd expect, I got many lovely photos from inside of St. David's Cathedral. I'll put a couple up on screen now. Here's a lovely photo of an old wall. I do love me an old religious wall. After we left the cathedral, we got back in our car, going back to our caravan site back in Fishguard. To get back to our caravan site, we had to drive along what's known as an A road. An A road in Britain is known as a main road. It was a nice, long, curvy, twisty, about 40 miles an hour. It's a relatively fast road as well, full of twists and turns, fields to our left and to our right. It was a very, very enjoyable drive. So in front of us was a bus and behind us was a van. We were in the middle of the two vehicles, obviously. So we were going across this A road and then the bus had to make a sudden emergency stop right in front of us as there was a wheel in the road that must have fallen off of a van or something, a few seconds prior. So we have stopped behind this bus. We're about 3-4 foot off this bus. We just stopped in time. But then
The van behind us hit our car at around 35 and 40 miles an hour. They failed to stop. It was a pretty scary experience. I'd just been hit. What do I do? Luckily, there were no serious injuries, and paramedics came to our aid really quickly to give us a quick checkup. The police came as well, and they escorted everybody on their way. We were kept around the area for a few hours before we were brought home kindly by the police.
we got back to the caravan site around 8:30 that evening, 4 hours after the crash had happened. We were all shook, we were all hurting. My mum had the worst of it. She had whiplash, severe whiplash. She could not move her head to the left or to the right really for a few months after the accident. I had 2 damaged shins full of bruising and swelling as well as whiplash as well. I could not move my head to the left properly until January of this year, 4 months after the crash had happened. My sister and my youngest brother also suffered from whiplash, although their cases were not as severe as mine and my mum's, although my sister did suffer a lot of pain and had to go to physiotherapy as well as my mum. Luckily, my other younger brother Alfie got out of the accident unscathed. He was not hurt at all, thankfully. No whiplash, no nothing, not even a bruise, not even a scratch on his body. Very lucky for him, although the other 4 out of 5 of us in the car that day did get injured. Some severe, some not so severe, but regardless, the fact that the incident happened was not good. I made a full recovery around December/January time. Starting YouTube, I was still in a lot of pain. The first few weeks, even a couple months, I was still suffering from severe whiplash, and I was in a considerable amount of pain. But I am happy to say all of my family, including myself, have recovered 100% at this time. So ultimately, the real reason I started YouTube was I was down, I was in pain, I wanted to bring myself up by making others happy. That is the true reason why I started doing what I do now. I'd like to thank all of you that have made it this far through the video for watching this video. It is a serious matter to me. I've still not 100% gotten over it. I still have a massive anxiety, fear of traveling. I don't enjoy going in a vehicle still, whether it's with my family or my friends or anybody. But I'm okay, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this and to listen to me tell you what happened. The real reason why I started YouTube. Now, if you enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. It's been a journey making this video. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but I've done it, and here it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. And with that said, I have been BDFO18. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.